Beta, good evening to all. Beta, can you hear me?
Good evening, sir.
Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So, after a long time, actually, my health is not good. That's why I was under guidance of doctors. So that's why I'm not able to take the lecture from last 10 days. So I just recover here. Okay. So, beta, this is the combined batch. Okay, now this batch is totally combined here. Class 11 and class 12. Both students are here. Okay, beta. Here, class 11th and class 12th. Both students are here. So, guys, this is the combined batch. Okay, now. So guys, just let me know कि how to start the syllabus. बेटा आप just बताओ कि कैसे हम syllabus को start करें. What's your opinion?
So there are no separate classes for class 11th.
Yeah, that is also good thing. We have to separate the classes of class 11th and class 12 also, because you all people are the IIT-JEE aspirants. Okay, you are not a board aspirant, something. So main thing is that both class 11th and class 12th have proper separate classes, but according to management guidelines, he just told me that he's taking the classes in the club manner. So guys, just let me know about that. Shamhita, Ritu, what's your opinion? Shamhita, what's your opinion, beta?
सर हमारा तो अभी फंक्शन चल रहा था.
हाँ, आपका तो फंक्शन चल रहा था बेटा, लेकिन अब इनका कहना है कि सर अब एक साथ कंबाइंड करो क्लास को. सो बहुत प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा बेटा, कैसे एक साथ कंबाइंड कर पाएंगे. पूरा तो प्रॉब्लम हो जाएगा बेटा. कैसे करें बेटा, बताओ.
Aren't we continuing with relations and functions?
Yeah, that's good. So, but Aditi, what about your opinion?
Let's start the chapter from starting, because I think our last chapter was logarithms.
Yeah. Last step is also logarithm. So, Aditi, actually, one thing is that now, just to manage the today lecture, after today now, I will cover you properly. Okay, just to manage
Okay,
the
sir.
today lecture, just to leave the lecture today. After today, but from tomorrow, I will manage you. Okay, properly. Okay, beta.
Okay, sir.
Okay. So, Aditi, sorry, Rituraj and Shamhita. So what's the last topic? Let me know. अपना last topic क्या था बेटा?
प्रॉपर्टीज बता रहे थे सर, 2 हो गया, थर्ड वाला स्टार्ट किए थे।
किसका प्रॉपर्टीज बता, किसका प्रॉपर्टीज बता रहे थे?
ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर फंक्शन।
ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर फंक्शन का उसका प्रॉपर्टी चल रहा था ना।
हाँ सर, 2 हो गए सर।
वन मिनट, 2 प्रॉपर्टी हम लोग कर लिए थे क्या बेटा? कौन कौन सा प्रॉपर्टी किए थे बेटा? दो प्रॉपर्टी हम लोग कर लिए थे ना अपन प्रॉपर्टी
हाँ
नंबर। तो properties number 3. So properties number 3 is that one second बेटा, थोड़ा सा लैगिंग हो रहा है। Okay. Property number 3 is that the greatest integer function of x plus n is equal to greatest integer function of x plus n where n belongs to any integer. So this is the beta properties number 3 कि x plus n का जो greatest integer function होगा, this is simply greatest integer function of x plus n where n belongs to integer. Important observation is that x plus y का greatest integer function is equal to greatest integer function of x plus greatest integer function of y. This is the better wrong statement. This is not possible. Okay. And you can also say that the greatest integer function of a into x is not equals to a into greatest integer of x. So I'm just clearing things from example. Example 1. Example 1 is that the x plus 3 का greatest integer function is equal to greatest integer function of x plus simply 3. Greatest integer function of x plus 3. Similarly, x minus 2 and their greatest integer function is equal to greatest integer function of x greatest integer function of x greatest is a function of x minus 2. As that of similar, let's say this is the example number 2. This is example number 3. Example 3 beta कि let's say greatest integer function of 2 minus x is simply 2 plus greatest integer function of minus x. Okay, so अच्छा इसको तुम कैसे था, इसको सिंपली अपन ऐसे भी लिख सकते हैं कि minus x plus 2 का GR. So what we do, simply greatest integer function of minus x plus simply 2. This is the fundamental observation. Okay, so you can do like that. This okay na beta, got it? So this is the fundamental example. Let us take simply ki greatest integer function of x plus 7. What we can do, so simply greatest integer function of x plus ka 7. Got it? Let's say greatest integer function of x minus 7. This is better simply greatest integer function of x minus ka 7. Okay, and let's say you can simply ki sir 7 minus x ka greatest integer function. So this is what, simply 7 plus greatest integer function of minus x. How beta? Simply 7 minus x ka GIF is written as what? X minus 7. Okay, and this is what? Sorry, minus x plus 7. This is what? Minus x plus 7. And this is what? Greatest integer function of minus x plus 7. So this both the statement are same. This both statement are totally same. This totally statement are same. So I think beta this is clear to all. Any doubt, let me know. Okay. One important observation is also here. Let's say what I already discussed with you, greatest integer of a into x. This is not equals to, you can separate the a and this is simply x. That is wrong beta. This is very important observation. Okay now. So I think beta this is clear to all. So one important question is that if y is equal to 2 into x plus 3 and y is equal to 3 into x minus 2, find x plus y ka greatest integer function, where this represent greatest integer function. So guys, try to solve this problem. Very interesting problem. Try to solve it. Beta, what's your answer? What's your answer, beta?
सर नहीं हो रहा है।
बेटा सिंपल तो है बेटा, देखो बेसिक प्रॉपर्टीज का यूज करो ना, बेसिक प्रॉपर्टीज का। देखो अब इसमें क्या दिया, पहला दिया y बराबर 2 इंटू जी आई एफ ऑफ एक्स प्लस 3, क्लियर है। और दूसरा इक्वेशन क्या दिया है, दूसरा दिया है y बराबर 3 इंटू ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर फंक्शन ऑफ x माइनस 2। अब इसको ब्रेक करो, इसको कैसे कर सकते हो, इसको ऐसे लिख सकते हो कि y इज इक्वल टू 3 को तो बाहर है, 3 इंटू, हम तो इसको ऐसे लिख सकते हैं बेटा प्रॉपर्टीज से, कोई दिक्कत है? तो व्हाट वी गेट, वी सिंपली गेट y इज इक्वल टू 3 इंटू जी एफ ऑफ एक्स माइनस का 6। अब देखो ए इक्वेशन भी y के बराबर है और ए भी y के बराबर है, दोनों अपने आप में बराबर हो जाएगा। मतलब क्या, 2 इंटू जी एफ ऑफ एक्स प्लस का 3 इज इक्वल टू 3 इंटू जी एफ ऑफ एक्स माइनस का 6। गॉट इट। तो यहां से क्या मिलेगा अपने को बेटा, मिलेगा ग्रेटेस्ट इंटीजर फंक्शन ऑफ एक्स इज इक्वल टू 9। ठीक है ना। तो अब इसका मतलब क्या हो गया, कि इसका मतलब हो गया बेटा कि x शुड लाइज बिटवीन 9 to 10। कोई दिक्कत है? अब आपको पता है जब 9 से 10 के बीच में आएगा तो यहां से देखो, अब यहां से यहां 9 से 10 के बीच में आएगा तो इसकी वैल्यू तो हमेशा इसको अप्रोच करेगी। अरे करेगी ना, मैंने पढ़ाया था ना बेटा। तो y बराबर क्या हो जाएगा, 2 इंटू 9 प्लस 3 दैट इज व्हाट 21। सो इसने पूछा है कि x प्लस वाई का gf का वैल्यू। x प्लस में मतलब क्या, दिस इज इक्वल टू सिंपली x प्लस वाई। x इज व्हाट 9 प्लस क्या 21 दैट इज इक्वल टू बेटा 30। दिस इज योर आंसर। तो कुछ खास नहीं था बेटा, बहुत सिंपल क्वेश्चन था। आई थिंक यू हैव टू पैनिक हियर, वेरी सिंपल सॉल्यूशन हियर, an easy question.
Sir, I have a doubt.
What happened beta?
So you just took 6 to the other side and made it 9. That's, and we substituted 9 value, right?
Where beta? Actually we get simply na 2 gf of x plus 3 is equal to 3 gf of x minus 6. So 2, this is 3 times of gf of x, 2 times of, simply get gf of x is equal to 9. So greatest integer function of x is equal to 9 means what? X should lies between 9 to 10. I already discussed in the last lecture. Okay, I already discussed the properties. Just to open the copy and understood this. Okay, got it. So at this condition, what? X should lies between 9 to 10. So you have to always, guys, I already discussed in the last lecture, whenever whenever x should lies between, just remember the property beta. I think you have to forget. N should lies between x to x, x n, x should lies between n to n plus 1. At this condition, greatest integer function of x is equals to always n. I think this is clear now. This is clear. Any doubt? Okay. So simply beta here. X should lies between 9 to 10. At this condition, greatest integer function of x is equal to what? Simply 9. Got it? So what we got beta? Simply y is equal to, at this condition, beta what? Greatest integer function of x is equals to 9. Okay. So simply beta 2 in y is equal to 2 into 9 plus 3. Matlab 18 plus 3 is 21. So x plus y ka greatest integer function is simply greatest integer function of x plus simply y. So greatest integer function of x is 9 and y will be 21. Then final answer will be 30. I think you have to clear, guys. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So next property. Property number 4. Property number 4 is that greatest integer of x plus greatest integer of minus x is equal to 0 when x is integer, and this is equal to minus 1 when x is not integer. Got it? Okay. So suppose, guys, case 1. Let's say case 1. Case 1 is that suppose x belongs to integer. This is the case 1. Suppose x belongs to integer. So guys, let's suppose x is equals to n, because x is integer, so simply x is equals to n. So greatest integer function of x is equal to greatest integer function of x is equal to greatest integer of n, that is equal to n, and greatest integer of minus x is equals to greatest integer of minus n, that is what? Minus n. Okay. And just to adding, guys, just to add these two cases, adding them. When you add them, na beta, what you get simply is a simply greatest integer of x plus greatest integer of minus x is equal to n minus n, that is equal to 0. So from here we get simply greatest integer of x plus greatest integer of minus x, that is equal to 0. That is equal to 0. That is equal to 0. This is the case number 1, and that is proved. That is proved here. I think any doubt?
Sir.
This is clear, beta?
Yeah, हाँ sir.
बेटा कोई डाउट है क्या? So
नहीं sir.
class 11th student, we have to some problem because this is the class 12 section. Don't worry, I will just talk with your management as soon as possible, and we just finding the some important conclusion, because you both have the same different syllabus, na? रितु तुम थोड़ा सा बात करना तुम लोग सर से यार, ठीक है, समझा?
ठीक है सर। वैसे भी लेवल का तो फंक्शन है पोर्शन सर।
हाँ 11, लेकिन ये लोग थोड़ा सा लेट पढ़ रहा है ना, मतलब काफी छूटा हुआ है ना। 11th में फंक्शन बहुत छोटा पड़ रहा है। चलो अपन नेक्स्ट देखते हैं, केस 2। बेटा जस्ट कॉपी इट। Got it? Come on the case number 2. Suppose x is not integer. Guys, do you know very well कि whenever x lies between n to n plus 1, at this condition, greatest integer of x is equals to n. Got it or not? Got it or not? Got it? Okay guys, just to multiply with minus. So when you multiply with minus na, what we get? You get simply minus n. Okay, when you multiply with negative sign of inequality remains changed. Okay, when we multiply in the given expression with negative sign of inequality will be changed. At this condition, greatest integer function of minus x is what? Minus of n plus 1. Okay, so finally you get simply the greatest integer function of minus x is minus n minus 1. Just to adding both, adding them. Greatest integer of x plus greatest integer of minus x is equal to n minus 1. So guys, one n is positive, another one is negative, cancel out. To finally get the greatest integer of x plus greatest integer of minus x will be minus 1. So that is your beta what? That is your final answer. Beta that both result is totally proved. In the both situation, what we can do? Got it or not? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yeah. So one important question from IIT-JEE and also tough question. Let fx is equal to Got it. Got it answer beta or not? Beta, got it or not? Beta, what is the fx given? Fx is greatest integer of x plus 1 by 2. Beta, what is the f of minus x? F of minus x is greatest integer of minus x plus 1 by 2. Got it? And do you know very well, guys? I think you also understood the one important result. Greatest integer of x plus greatest integer of minus x is equal to minus 1 when x is not integer. Observe the situation. This is not integer. So at this here, the greatest integer of minus x is what? Minus 1 minus greatest integer of x. So beta, from here, just to put f what? F of minus x, and greatest integer of minus x is minus 1 minus greatest integer of x. Got it? Plus 1 by 2. Okay. So I think just to write it proper manner, minus 1 by 2 minus greatest integer of x. This is what? Just to take minus common, what? Greatest integer of x plus 1 by 2. So what we got? Simply beta. This is also fx now. This is what? Simply beta minus fx. What we got? F of minus x is equal to minus of f of x. So your option number B is correct. Option number B is totally correct. Option number B is totally correct. So by this thing, we have to tackle the problem. Got it, beta? I think, guys, this will be clear to all.
Yes, sir. Sir, could you once show the previous slide? I didn't copy the x doesn't belong to real number.
What happened, beta?
Sir, I didn't copy the previous circuit. Could you once show the previous slide?
Yeah. Note it down.
So in this case, it's only when x does not belong to real number, right? I mean integer.
Yeah. This is only for x not belongs to integer, not real number. Integer.
Yes, sir.
These are two cases, now. Case one is that whenever the thing is integer, whenever they is not integer. Just okay, beta. So
Yes, sir.
by this we will tackle the problem. Okay, beta? Next thing is that graph of y is equal to f of greatest integer function of x. The main thing is that, guys, in the function of f with greatest integer function in the input. Okay. So how to tackle the graph? So beta, I will just giving the 4 to 5 steps, and by these steps you can draw the graph properly. Step number 1 is that from y is equal to fx, from y is equal to fx to y is equal to f of greatest integer function of x. So basic thing is that, guys, you have to draw the graph of y is equal to fx. Basic thing is that ma'am, that is your duty to ask the student, okay, to open the camera and not open the camera, okay, just to ask this student. So from basically beta, from y is equal to fx to y is equal to f of greatest integer of x. So basically beta, the thing is that you have to draw the graph of y is equal to x first. Okay, you have to draw the graph of basic y is equal to x, and then we proceed y is equal to f of greatest integer of x. So basic thing is that you have to draw the graph of y is equal to fx. Okay, now that is the basic thing. You have to draw the graph of y is equal to fx. This is the basic thing. Step number 1. Step 1. Step 1. Draw y is equal to fx and dotted vertical lines, dotted vertical lines at integral points on x-axis. So draw y is equal to x and dotted vertical lines at integral point on x-axis. This is the step number 1. Step 2. Step 2 is that make points of intersection, make point of intersection and find corresponding values of x and y. Corresponding values of x and y. This is step number 2. Step number 3 is that for graph between x is equals to n to n plus 1, draw a horizontal line, and step number 4, that is the last step, it is y is equal to fx. It is y is equal to fx and dotted lines. So guys, that is the 4 मूल मंत्र. तो तुम बेटा ये 4 स्टेप अच्छे से याद रखो, तुम्हारा कैसा भी ग्राफ ड्रॉ हो जाएगा. दैट इज बेटा आवर ऑब्जर्वेशन टेक्निक. ये ऑब्जर्वेशन है आपका, इस चीज को आप याद रखो बेटा, कैसा भी ग्राफ ड्रॉ कर सकते हो. दैट इज द 4 बेसिक स्टेप. ओके, नोट इट डाउन बेटा. ओके draw it beta. Try to draw this graph. Up beta, what is your fundamental graph? Beta, what is your actually solution? Just observe. Question is y is equal to greatest integer function of x square. Condition is that ki x should lies between. Beta. Condition is that ki x should lies between -2 to 2. This is the condition. So guys, let me know what is the basic graph. Beta, what is the basic graph? Guys, let me know. Like basic graph is what? Simply x square. By fundamental graph is what? Fundamental graph is what? Fundamental graph is y is equal to x square. I got it now. So first of all, draw the graph of. First of all, draw the graph of y is equal to x square. So okay. So this is the graph of y is equal to x square. So basically, beta, what is here? So this is the step number 1. You can draw y is equal to fx. Y is equal to fx means what, beta? Y is equal to fx means you have to draw the graph of fundamental. Y is equal to fx means what? Guys, just observe here. Y is equal to fx means what? First of all, draw the basic graph. Okay, first of all, draw the basic graph. So what is the basic known graph? So y is equal to x square. And dotted vertical lines at integral points. So guys, let us observe. I think beta, this is 1 and this is 2. Similarly, थोड़ा सा ग्राफ को बेटा ऊपर करना पड़ेगा है ना। और यहाँ पे बेटा क्या होगा? यहाँ पे कुछ 1 आएगा, यहाँ पे बेटा 4 आएगा, ठीक है। Similarly, this is what? -1. And this is -4. Okay. Next thing is a make point of intersection, find the corresponding. Done. Step 1 done, step 2 done. For graph between n2 and n+1, draw a horizontal line. So graph between -2 to +2, draw the horizontal line. So beta, okay. But this is now -1. Actually, some mistake here. थोड़ा सा बेटा इसको अच्छे से ड्रॉ करना पड़ेगा इसको ना, प्रॉब्लम हो गया थोड़ा सा, इसके ऊपर ढंग से ड्रॉ करना पड़ेगा। मैं करके दिखाता हूँ, रुक जाओ, थोड़ा सा ना रफ कर लेता हूँ। देखो मैं ड्रॉ करके दिखाता हूँ आप लोग को अच्छे से। वन सेकंड। देखो बेटा, आप इसको ना होमवर्क में करके आओ। देखो, you have to draw the graph of beta y is equal to x square and follow these steps. This is the homework बेटा, है ना? This is बेटा होमवर्क, ये करके आओ बेटा। सिंपल स्टेप्स फॉलो करना है आपको। फंडामेंटल ग्राफ इज बेटा y is equal to x square, तो पता ना बेटा y is equal to x square, बेटा ग्राफ तो ऐसे होता है, ठीक है। और तुमको बेटा इंटीग्रल पॉइंट मार्क करना है बेटा। आई थिंक this is -1, this is 1, -2, और तुम बेटा करके आना, ठीक है, होमवर्क बेटा।